429 and we'll go into May 5th. Okay. So we have, let's see, we have Venus square Pluto for a while. We have the moon in the sign of Capricorn on Monday, the 29th, and it will be square Mercury. We have a trine going on with Jupiter and Uranus, but we have Venus moving into its own sign of Taurus the morning of the 29th.
Oh my God, so many people are going to fall in love. And May is the best season for love.
Wow.
Because the flowers are blooming.
Oh, I like that. So we're entering the beautiful season of Venus in general. We're in Taurus season, and then we have Venus coming into its own sign of Taurus where it functions extremely well. Okay. So this is going to have themes of value, stability. It's almost like that King of Pentacles that was pulled for last week. Value, stability, long-term wellness, and success. And there's a twist of luck in there with the trine with Jupiter. So we move into Tuesday the 30th, and we have the moon and Pluto both squared Venus. The moon will move into the sign of Aquarius in the morning. And I wrote down that old memories are coming up to heal. You've got this. You can do this. Mars enters Aries. Mars into its own sign. So we got some planets moving into their own signs, which is really cool.
Great. Go have fun with some friends on Tuesday. Like, whether it's like having a phone call and just catching up, or going out and hanging out with friends, or having some people over. Like, the Aquarius energy. I know we had Aquarius energy at the beginning of the video, and I kind of said more so like, don't be afraid to stay in and be a little more reclusive. But for some reason this time I'm switching up, and I'm like, this Aquarius energy feels like go engage with people. And I think part of that's with the Mars Aries placement of taking action. Aries doesn't want to be alone. Aries wants to go out and be constantly stimulated by things.
Yeah, redefined and And so I like this energy of these planets in their own sign, and especially with Venus and Taurus is in Taurus season, it's pretty cool. So old stuff coming up to heal. And as we're moving into Beltane, into May Day on Wednesday, May 1st. So my limited understanding, these are pagan holidays, right? This Beltane is the celebration of the god and the goddess. And it's a fertility, really about fertility and rites of passage of spring, and celebrating this fresh spring energy. Okay. And then May Day, I think, is the same kind of concept, isn't it?
Probably. I don't know too well, other than I just remember being at like the Waldorf school as a kid, dancing around the maypole as a child, singing songs.
Yeah.
And that just makes me think, like, if you have the opportunity to go out and celebrate the change of season in any capacity, even if it's sitting out on your lawn and just like taking in the fresh air and like experiencing the shift of the season, or it is finding a maypole and dancing around, even if they're strangers. If you have the opportunity to go let loose and dance, like that just feels like, with the moon being in Aquarius, just go be your strange fairy self. And don't
I love
be afraid of that. Be out there, be creative.
It's a good day to dress up as a fairy. It is.
Yeah.
And also,
if you have like people in your life that have kids, or if you have kids, like really try to go bond with those kids and that childlike energy, and engage with them in a way that makes them want to experience that earthy fairy fun and dance outside.
Yeah, I think of like you and your sister used to make like the crowns out of forsythias
Yeah.
and, really celebrating nature. This is the earth coming back alive after the winter season. This is when, all the little bunnies and babies are being made. This is traditionally a fertility based celebration, and it traditionally they burned a fire. So if you have
Yeah, dance around the
access
fire.
to a fire and safely fire pit, if where you live allows that, burn a burn a small fire. Acknowledge this day of new sparks, new love, new growth, new life. That's really what it's rooted in to me. My limited understanding of it. Okay, so Wednesday. Then on Thursday, the 2nd, we'll have Pluto retrograde beginning.
Yeah.
So it's going to head back into Capricorn by September through November.
Ooh.
And so that'll be interesting to really see what final cleanup needs to be made and some of these old ways of being that we can so easily fall into. Okay. Pluto will be retrograde from like September till about November. I think it's the 16th or 19th. So right after our U.S. presidential election, Pluto, the planet of transformation, change, will station in the sign of Aquarius, the uprising, the power to the people, the new humanitarian energy for the next 20 years. Okay. So, Capricorns, you may feel around September to November, some old things start to show up again that you thought maybe were taken care of, and this is your final cleanup period then. Okay.
And that's not just for Capricorns.
It's for everyone.
That's for everybody.
Especially for Capricorns, are going to feel it.
It's all going to be different based on where Capricorn lies in your chart.
Absolutely. And where Scorpio and Pluto are. But so the 2nd, big stuff is happening. The moon is still going to be in the side of Aquarius till about mid-afternoon when it will move into Pisces. Pay attention, be willing to change. Pisces is an adaptable, mutable sign. The moon will be square Jupiter and Uranus, okay, Thursday the 2nd. We move into Friday the 3rd. We'll have the moon in Pisces. You've done some deep karmic cleanup, so rest up. There has been a lot going on through the month of April. When we're dealing with karma, old ways, we had that South Node activity there on March 25th with that full moon in Libra. We had all this activated energy about letting old things go and bringing new things in. And so take some time to rest while the moon is in Pisces.
Or for college students, go party. Enjoy your last few weekends of being at school with your friends.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with that. Just do it carefully because it's Pisces.
Do it on campus. Don't drive, but go
celebrate
the end of the year, because I know some people like that would be the last weekend or the next 2 weekends or so. So either like rest up and get prepared for get packed up, pack your belongings up in your dorm room.
Yeah. And Pisces rules anything retreating, anything taking you away from society. You could say that a party celebration weekend is that, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's away from the norm. Just do it safely and responsibly, okay? And keep in mind, we're in Taurus season, ruled by Venus. Venus moved into its own sign of Taurus. Beltane is the rites of spring passage of fertility. There is a heck of a lot of fertile energy here. So be careful.
Be careful.
Both a woman's and a man's responsibility. Be careful. Okay? Because you don't want a whole bunch of bunnies around later. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So Saturday, nothing is balanced. Okay. Moon in Pisces till 4:41 p.m. when it moves into Aries. I have to chill out during the day, but like you said, it could just be like enjoying the whole realm of the joy that you're choosing to surround yourself in. Then the energy will pick up speed into the evening. Okay. We'll have the moon back into Aries. We still got some planets there. So have fun, but like be careful. Don't move too quickly with some planets in Pisces still. And you just kind of watch your step. Yellow flashing light. Sunday, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, this is a party weekend.
This party weekend.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So Sunday the 5th, moon in Aries on this feisty kind of margarita weekend, right? Is that right?
I mean, you don't have to drink a
don't have to
margarita
drink
to be celebrating.
Kind of seems like that might be what's served a lot. But spicy.
I think my brain's just going
spicy.
to like backyard house parties of college students.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of everybody.
All right.
Thinking of something specific.
Well, there's going to be getting stuff done. There's going to be a lot of aggressive, forward-moving energy over the weekend. Okay, so have fun with it.
Yeah.
Things are starting to get a little clearer. Go live, but do it safely. Make good choices. Have a lot of fun. I think you'll meet new people. I think if you're single, this is a time. I sound like a mom, just like be careful, use protection, don't drink and drive. That's the advice.
That's the advice every single week and day.
It is, but
existence.
Especially.
But this time it's like there's so much potential this week for really fun interactions. And whether that is friendship, or just bumping into somebody and having really nice conversations that are kind of like energetically charging. Sometimes you could have like the simplest interaction with somebody, but it makes you feel so good. Like you might be walking down the street and get compliments from people or giving compliments. Like it's that kind of like week to just like share positivity and appreciation with people. Or it could be if you are someone looking for romance, there is all that opportunity in the air for that. But if you aren't looking for that, don't feel like there's no opportunity or like positivity for you. There's so many options.
There's newness. There are moons in Aries. The last time it was in Aries, we had the new moon. There's all this fresh energy. So you can use it for love. Fresh air, fresh energy. You can use it for love. You can use it for self-love. You can use it to make new friends. You can use it to start up new projects.
If you're going to party, try to do an outside party. Just be out in the air.
In the fresh air.
Like, be around a bonfire. Do something like that. Like, have an indoor-outdoor experience even. But don't just be stuffed inside this whole week even. Don't be stuffed inside and cramped in stuffy air.
Right.
Open your windows.
Really enjoy nature as coming from a Taurus in Taurus season with Venus and Taurus. Enjoy those beautiful, maybe it's time to break out the grill and have a nice meal. It's about simple beauty.
And now that like retrogrades up, even though this isn't a huge expense, but like take yourself out to eat some night and like go somewhere you've wanted to treat yourself to. Venus and Taurus, like that's the finer things. That is good food. Eat some good food, whether it's cooking it yourself, learning how to cook a meal if you don't know how to cook much, like taking the time in the kitchen to develop a taste, a flavor palette that you really like, or taking yourself somewhere that you know it's gonna like be like an experience to eat the food.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I might have to do that too. All right. So I have a couple cards for you for this last week, this Beltane week. And my first card is the Hanged Man. This one's called the Oak King. And this is a Pisces card. Okay. And this is about, well, it's like the universe has you by the foot. This is the card of divine delay. This is stopping to enjoy these moments, right? You're really, and it's interesting because like he looks like the horned god. Like this is almost like what is involved in Beltane. And he's held here. So again, like if you are single, he's waiting for you. If you are, you please take the time out to savor nature, to savor the Pisces energy, and really envisioning how you want your life to be. It's interesting that he's like making the circle 8 in the ground, and that is our number of the year, the 8. Okay, so it feels very present time to me.
It's also infinite. There's an
Infinite.
infinite, because it's infinity, so there's an infinite amount of possibilities. And if you're
Absolutely.
looking for your lifelong partner, can't guarantee anything, but there is that opportunity for infinite, which could be
Yeah, more than you could
forever.
ever have dreamed, too.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of waiting there. And he looks like he's very ready for May Day. He has a Forsythia crown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Someone aligned to you. I
Yeah.
also have the Knight of Pentacles, and the
Mm.
Knight of Pentacles bearing flowers, showing up. Knight of Pentacles moves pretty slowly, but it looks like he's arrived. Looks
He's
like
still
it's a
on a
woman,
horse.
too.
Whether he's just going at a gentle walk, a stroll, or galloping, it's a horse. It's gonna
Yeah.
be, even if a horse is going slow, it's faster than a human.
It feels like steady energy is finally arriving for you. Some people that are grounded and yet have a vibe of spirituality. I
Yeah.
picked one more from the Beltane Oracle also, and I got Morning Dew. What stillness does the silence of one's steadiness bring? What stillness does the silence of one's steadiness bring?
Mm.
Isn't that beautiful? All
Feeling
dressed
really
in
good in
white.
yourself. I think this period is going to be very like self-reflective, and you're going to feel like a lot of changes in who you are as a person and how you view yourself and value yourself, which is going to make relationships that come in so much stronger and healthier and powerful and
Mm.
suitable to you, because you'll have a deeper understanding of who you are after this eclipse season.
She's wearing white. It looks like a wedding dress, maybe. And
Don't get engaged in retrograde.
no, but retrograde's over now. So
Well, I'm just giving the warning, because if they're getting married now,
it's
if you're planning the
arriving.
wedding.
It's arriving.
But if you
So
already are engaged, have a great wedding. This is a great time.
also, this reminds me of a Grateful Dead song, Take a Walk in the Morning Dew. So, like, there's this freshness, right? Walking in the morning dew keeps grounded and also open up to the magic.
Mm.
What do you got?
Mine's more for people who I think are a little more casually romantic,
Okay.
because that looks
Very casual.
very casual.
Can you hold
Casual.
it still so we can see it a little better? Let's see.
Yeah, we have the Page of Cups and I think the Page of Swords, right?
Wow. They're showing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Well, well, be careful. Love may show up. Just pay attention to your gut feeling about what it is on their agenda because not,
This is not love.
well, it's
This
lust.
is lust. Not saying love is impossible, but that lust is in the air. So if that's what you want, that's great.
Yep.
But if what you're looking for is true romance,
Yeah.
just being cautious, not because there is all that opportunity in the air, but just making sure you see clearly what the person you're specifically engaging with is giving you
Is
back.
intention because Beltane has a
Yeah.
lot of that kind of history too. A little bit more lustful roots in some regards.
And that
So,
also goes into people that you aren't trying to be romantic at all with.
oh,
So being cautious of people's true intentions when coming into your life and engaging with you.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
that sword is clear that if you have to make the boundary, you got to make it.
And also, like, what are they trying to offer you to get your interest in them? So just being cautious of like business deals that could come in, or people that can try to come in with some reason to be in your life. But
Yes.
there's so much opportunity as well. So just being cautious of what the negative side can look like so that you can put focus into the positive side of it.
Yeah, because there's Pisces energy, which sometimes isn't clear. And then there's a lot of Aries energy, which is like so clear, but they're just like going for it. So just know that if it is that you're looking for love and you're looking for steady, long term love, pay attention to your body's reaction to the people. And I'm not just talking about below the belt reaction. I'm talking about your gut feeling about people.
Your first gut instinct is almost always 100% right.
Oh my God. It's like, how many times do I have to tell myself this until I finally 100%
you don't just have
trust
a stomach ache.
Yeah, when you feel those flutters.
You don't feel queasy because of the thing you just ate. Like, you feel queasy because you're feeling the energy.
More and more, I notice the little twang, usually deep down.
And also, a twing or twang does not signify being interested in them either. Because sometimes I think that can get confused too. It's like when you feel something right away, you feel that's you being drawn to them. And it's like, no.
Yeah, and that goes into a whole nother conversation about karma and twin flames and all that. And I kind of have a little bit of, I don't have like the traditional view of those things, I guess. I don't know. My view of it more is when I feel that karma twang now, it's like I want to cross the street and walk away from it.
Often a lesson to be learned with those people, but that doesn't mean you have to go learn the lesson.
It's how many times do you have to learn that lesson is the question. So I do believe in twin flames, and I don't believe that they're always what we're looking for.
They're great teachers.
Absolutely fabulous teachers.
Yeah.
So